Now, for XLM, it's a bit tricky because it's not explicitly stated like XRP. Stellar is more so connected by its industry relationships, most notably IBM. IBM and Stellar have been close for a while now. We know about the world wire that Stellar supported with IBM, but it's IBM's Hyperledger Fabric that will be the bridge to tie traditional finance to blockchain. Hyperledger Fabric is an open source project from the Linux Foundation. It is described as a benchmark modular framework and de facto standard for enterprise blockchain platforms. To understand the scale of Hyperledger, we have to look at its vendor and member organizations. First name I want you to notice is Accenture. It will appear several more times. Then we have Consensus, Hitachi, Huawei, IBM of course, Oracle Data Systems, and the Moscow Exchange. Then there's Quant, SAP, and Wipro. These are the vendors. Our members include Accenture, the DTCC in the United States, JP Morgan, and a number of retail brands, tech companies, FedEx, and Filecoin. Then we have Hedera Hashgraph, which we will dive into that connection later in this episode, but this list gets even more exclusive. Next we have Input Output Hong Kong, which is, I assume, how Cardano gets brought up in this conversation often. Going forward, we see Quant again, which a lot of people have told me have associated with being ISO compliant already. If they are in this company, then that is very likely. That's very likely, guys. But we have Ripple, R3. R3 gives us XDC and Corda, which is also important. Then we have Bank. This bank is Russia. All right. This bank also back in 2017 conducted a money transfer pilot using IBM's Hyperledger Fabric. This same bank, as of March 2nd, 2022, has removed itself from the European market, which is largely using SWIFT, as per the instruction of Russia's central bank. Funnily enough, SWIFT is also on this list along with Walmart, Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, and Cambridge University. Now, Cambridge is also a place you want to keep your eye on in this transition. Published on March 1st, a new digital asset program with 16 institutional collaborators. Of course, we won't go through the whole list, but I have highlighted the most important names for you. Again, Accenture, the IMF, Bank for International Settlement,